Hello YouTube, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be doing a quick little run through of the Springstone course here on CarX. This is one of the first courses I ever drove. I think it is the second one I really learned how to link, put all the corners together, and I'm going to be showing you the line that I like to run, and then after I run the course one time I'll show you some tips and tricks on the more sort of technical parts of the track and how you can be able to link them together nice and clean. The car I'm driving today is I believe it's called the Samurai. It's like a JZX type car. I think it's pretty cool. I know a lot of people for some reason love driving third person on CarX. Me personally, I can't do it. I started out in third person, but now that I've started the first person, I just can't go back to third. I just find myself staring at the car way too much and not actually being able to focus on the course and where I'm going. So I find the first person is actually a lot easier for me, and I just like the immersive feel of it a little bit better. So let's get into this. First, start out taking sort of just midline around this first corner, and then a little bit inside here on the second corner, and then I like to Sanpatsu this little straight here. So it's like a 3-motion drift, put it together, dive in at the apex, let it float out here, dive in towards the opposite apex, come to the outside at each side here, maximize the amount of space you have on the track. If you need to, you can use a little bit of handbrake to extend there. I like to stay pretty close inside on these next 4 apexes, keeping my speed up, usually use a little bit of handbrake right here to extend that. Come wide, dive in towards where the rumble strip starts, grab 4th gear, and stick real close on this rumble strip. When the rumble strip ends, I'll start slowly floating out to the outside of the track, extending as much as possible, grab a little bit of handbrake to help reach this apex, and then stay close to the outside here. Again, diving in at this apex to make sure I don't hit this opposite wall across the way. It's very easy to hit. Gonna be going into another Sanpatsu 3-motion drift, using all the course that we can, make sure we get across that in a nice smooth motion, because that is a really long straight. I like kind of sticking to the outside here, but as you can see I'm running somewhat of a midline. It's really easy to get too wide out here atop this wall. Dive in at the apex, and I like to stick close on the right side here, and then again dive in at this apex, letting it float out to the outside of the track, and then take sort of a wide line through this section here. Like I said, this is just the way that I like to run the course. Of course, you can run it in quite a few different ways because of how wide the track is. It's not super restricted. You don't have to take this exact line to link it. This is just the way I like to link it. I found that this is the easiest for me, and that's what I like to do. Also, there's kind of an alternate way you can hit this straight up here. Like I said, I normally do Sanpatsu here, but if you want, you can try to dive at this apex, come out as wide as possible, even drop a tire off the track sometimes, and make it all the way out here. I did kind of a weird little backwards entry thing, went off the track more than I intended to, but you can kind of see what I was going for there. And yeah, that's the way I like to run it, is with the Sanpatsu there, but you can try to make it in one shot. It is quite a bit harder. And then the other really technical part of the track, I think, is this long right turn up here. What I like to do, like I said, stay wide, dive in at the rumble strip where it starts, stay close on the rumble strip until it goes away, then start really slowly floating out towards this outside zone. Grab some handbrake here to extend if you need to. And then going up this hill for some reason is always really hard. I always dive at the inside way more than I think I would need to, because it sends you far to this outside wall there. And then yeah, just a little Sanpatsu, get as wide as you possibly can to try to link that around. I think that's kind of the hardest section of the course right there, is that really long right into the uphill and then over the overpass. This part I struggled with a bit also when I first started, but I think if you stay inside here, stay to this right side, and then let it swing across towards that apex and float out, I think that's the easiest way to do it, at least in my opinion. That's what I always found worked really well for me. And I was able to link it all together like that. But yeah, that pretty much does it for my little runs down of Springstone here on CarX. I will show one alternate route that I like to take just as like a little bonus. You'll start here at the top of the overpass. Just give me 1 second to get over there. And then it's sort of like a short course version of it, and it does cut out that real technical section that I was saying that leads right up to this point. That is what I think to be the hardest part of the track. So you'll start here at the top of the overpass at the banner. I like to initiate a little bit before halfway down the hill. Get into drift. Swing around here. Swing around here. And then start coming to the inside sooner. At the end of the rumble strip, you'll switch back, transition through this little cutout, back onto the front straight. And then once you go underneath the underpass, instead of continuing to the left to that other longer straight part where I do the Sanpatsu, transition back to the right. This is probably the hardest part right here. I always grab a little bit of handbrake. It's easy to spin out, get around the end of those tire bundle. That tire bundle, I should say, and then right back up to the start. I think that's a really fun little short course version of it to run. I'll try to run it a little bit nicer, cleaner, stay a bit wider here, and show you a little more advanced way of doing it, using the whole track, getting really nice and wide all the way out to this wall. Little touch and go on the inside there. Swing around, and I think it's fun when you come back this way to try to get as close as you possibly can on that inside corner right here where this tire bundle is. I think that's a cool little challenge. Like even then I was pretty far out from it, but not bad. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my video on Springstone. I hope this helps you guys if you're having any trouble linking the track. That's all the tips and tricks I can really think of for the more technical parts of this track. Obviously, if there's anything else you're struggling with, hopefully that first run through will kind of help as I was explaining sort of what I was doing and why I was taking the line I was taking. And good luck to everybody. Keep driving, keep at it, and hope to see you guys back here another time. Alright, have a good one, guys. Signing off.